This next layout is going to be inspired by a Paige Evans. Woo! The first one was Chamel and it was all paper, so that was a bit more comfortable for me. The second one was Adele, and while it was easy and fun, there was still a little bit of the unknown for me with the mixed media. And now with Paige Evans, it's color, color, color. And not just color, but it seems like she uses all the good happy colors, so good that you could almost taste them, you know. With her, it's layers of color on top of color, and it's still very, very beautiful, not chaotic, if you will. I just discovered Paige Evans a year ago. It was during her Oh My Heart collection. It had already been out for quite a bit and a lot of stuff was sold out or very hard to find. So that's when I discovered her. So I try to get my hands on things as much as I could. I will make do with what I have, and it's still very beautiful supplies. So I bring out my watercolors. I bought these at Michael's for like $5. I want to do like a rainbow using the colors from the Oh My Heart collection. So I'm going to use that paper to the right as kind of like a swatch to match the colors very well. And I'm trying to match that dark pink. Now I'm trying to match this lighter pink. It's very close to the dark pink. So gotta be careful with that. And then next is the orange one. And yeah, I'm just being kind of not really finesse with it. Just having some fun, making it really, really colorful. This is the lighter pink. Being careful to not oversaturate it so we can match pretty close. That yellow, it's a very, very pretty yellow. I really like that shade of yellow. And what you can do here is, if you think that there's too much on the brush, bring it onto the other side of the pan and then add color to that, and that will lighten up the color as well. That sort of teal color. And this next color is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of a deep periwinkle. Isn't that just such a fun word to say, periwinkle? It's kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, and so this next step here, I'm doing some splatters. I'm taking the color straight from the pan, straight from the paint. I'm not watering it down. I want the splatters to be more saturated so they can really pop. That lighter teal was not dry yet, so my splatters were just kind of sinking in with the background. So make sure that when you do splatters that the background is already dry. And now I'm going to do some splatters with some white acrylic paint, and I haven't used it for a while, so make sure that you do shake the bottle so it could all mix in very well. A glop of water seemed like it wanted to be a part of the layout, but after soaking it in with the paper towel, now you can't even tell it was there in the first place. So here I do a just normal time of how, if you want to do a big splat, tap it real hard. That's how it looks, and it looks so pretty. It looks so gorgeous with the white and the color splats, and just so colorful. Love it. Next, I'm going to trim all the squares from, if you have the single sheets, it's the paper number 10 from the Oh My Heart collection, and if you have the 12 by 12 paper pad, it's in there. And this square cut apart paper is from the Take Me Away collection 12 by 12 paper pad. And I really wish I had her 2 by 2 squares, little paper, tiny little paper pads. And so here I am just organizing them, separating them by color. The overall look for this layout, I want it to be very youthful, very playful, and just very colorful, just because of the photo. These are going to be hand cut for my title, my letters. So yeah, just separating all those, and if I have any papers with multiple colors, I am just putting those in a whole different pile. Next year, I realized that I need more of that deep periwinkle, so I try to go in back into the paper pad and see if I can cut from just regular papers. And here I am counting to see if I have enough squares for each letter. And that is something I do recommend doing before you just start cutting into them, so you know how much you need, and it wouldn't take you such a long time. So I'm pretty sure Paige Evans does not trace her letters. She kind of just goes right in and starts to just hand cut her letters. But I haven't done block letters in a very long time, so I thought I'd trace them first. if I have a paper that does have multiple colors, like this one, I want it more for the pink, but it has a green and the orange. The orange is okay, but I'm doing my best to cut out the green so that your eye won't take you there. So yeah, so that's how that looks. The title is Look at Those Two Little Shiny White Teeth. And I really had to think of a lot of words so that I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words for my title, which is quite a bit for me. I usually, the max words for my title will be 3. Like, look at me or love you too or something like that. Now you can skip this step. I'm using my Tombow removable adhesive tape runner to back up the letters so that they won't move around, because the cardstock that I'm using is not very good quality, so it warps a lot, and if I were to take it straight to my sewing machine, then the letters would just move all around all over the place. And I am trying the best to get white borders around my photos, but none of the apps seem, when it's time to print, I don't get even borders all around my photos. So for now, I'm just backing it up with white cardstock to get that white bordered look, and it works for now. And also it's good for the photo to pop a little bit amongst all that color. And let's talk about the photo for a little bit. This photo was taken when she finished her lunch, and I hadn't gotten a good shot of her 2 front teeth because, when you want to look at them, of course, they like shut their mouths, right? So I finally was able to get a snapshot of it. Bringing my papers under the sewing machine, and I don't have white thread. I just have this very pale pink thread, which is totally fine with me because that's one of my favorite colors right now. Fast forward to the last word, and yeah, trimming off the excess strings. I know sometimes Paige Evans likes the excess strings to just hang, but for this I wanted it a little bit cleaner. And I show here how some of the words I had to do it, I want to say squiggle in a wavy line, not straight, just so that I can make sure most of the letters were sewn down. Using another removable adhesive, but this one is a bit more tacky in case I wanted to move the photo around. And now that the title is done and the photo is stuck down, I am going to embellish. This is from American Crafts, Paige Evans sticker book, and it has a few elements from the Oh My Heart collection and the Turn the Page collection. And I'm trying to look for some solid color stickers, and these word stickers are perfect. And so some here for the pink that says today is your... Nope, don't know what it says. I can't tell. I did when I was picking them out, but now that we're zoomed out, I can't really tell what they say, especially that it's foil and the glare, you don't really get to read that. But I do know I tried my best for the words to go similar to what the event was. And this is something that's never happened to me. The adhesive of a clear sticker came off. That's never happened to me before, so I had to glue it down. Anyway, so obviously the yellow one says fantastic. The white one says yay, because her first 2 teeth. And the periwinkle was a little hard because there was big dreams and grand schemes, and I thought the adventurous would be more likely to go. I guess teething could be adventurous. On to puffy stickers. So the puffy stickers and that sticker book are the only sort of embellishment that I have from the All My Heart collection. But that's okay. Just trying to stick to solid colors. So when these chipboard stickers came out, they do have the same colors as this collection, or very similar colors, but they're all together. So I tried to pick out the ones that were more so, like, even though that has a green leaf, you see more of that yellow flower. This arrow here chipboard had all the colors actually, so I decided to cut it into individual colors. So definitely don't be afraid to cut into the chipboard to meet your need. And for me, that was to take out every color individually. Bringing out the sticker book again, I realized that I did not sew down the dots of the eyes, so I exchanged them for the hearts, and that worked out perfect. Now I want to start embellishing around the photo, so I take the floral stickers and I want to still do that rainbow effect, so that light pink, that red, orange color, and then I couldn't find a lighter pink, the pale pink, so I went on to the yellow.
and thought, yeah, put it on top of the photo. I don't want to embellish too much on top of the photo, so I end up finding I like that flower, but I think it's too much, so I cut another one in half and stick it behind it there. And then I cut off the yellow to have some dimension, and that's a little flower that was a part of that chipboard as well. Glue it down, and then trying to find a light pink, and I figured I'd bring in this heart. That's cute. And now for my journaling, I wanted somewhat of a box, and that yellow one works out perfect. I want to cover up that Wednesday, so I have to move the flowers, adjust them, put it under the photo there. I usually do my journaling in black ink, but I think it's a little too harsh for this layout, so I use my EK Tools marker writing pen, actually, in a 1.0, and that works out perfect. And for the date, I'm going to use the alpha stickers that are in the sticker book. And just trying to see what else I can bring in. I like that cat, but didn't want to fussy cut it. And just trying to use actually very, very small little elements. And I really like these birds. You know, some people like llamas, cactus, flowers, butterflies. I think I like birds. Yes, I like to put them in just about every layout that I do, if I had them available to me. So bring on the birds. They're just so cute. Just gluing some chipboard down because you just can't trust the adhesive on chipboard. And I think that's it. That was it. That's how that layout turns out. As you can see here, I did add in some more embellishing with chipboard. Came out great. Love using all that color. Lots of fun. Anyway, see y'all in my next video, and that layout will be inspired by Elsie. Woohoo!